Welcome to Stark Raving Social, the podcast for comms pros who want to stay ahead in a world that won't stop changing. Your host is Sherrilynne Starkie, social media strategist, industry pioneer, and trusted advisor to brands navigating the digital landscape. With decades of experience in marketing, PR, and social media, she's here to bring you the insights, strategies, and conversations you need to stay ahead of the curve. From shifting algorithms to AI-driven content, from crisis comms to culture shifts, if it's shaping the future of our industry, you'll hear about it here. This is Stark Raving Social.
Hi, I'm your host, Sherrilynne Starkie, and this is Stark Raving Social. Today's show is for all the solo social media managers, consultants, and small team hustlers out there, the ones who feel like taking a real vacation is some kind of impossible dream. You know what I mean, right? The idea of truly stepping away from all your client messages, the notifications, the scheduled posts, the surprise campaigns that drop out of nowhere, it feels risky, maybe even irresponsible. But here's the thing, I just did it. For 18 days, I took a proper vacation. It was a whirlwind trip through Japan, 8 cities, hundreds of kilometers walked, and the kind of trip where you're too busy dodging bicycles and eating ramen to check your email obsessively. And guess what? My clients didn't even notice I was gone. Not in a bad way. They just felt totally supported and well taken care of. So today, I'm going to break down exactly how I made it happen so that you can too. It all starts with advanced planning. And now this is non-negotiable. I don't care how chill your clients are. You cannot wing it. A few weeks before I left, I locked myself in my office and I cracked open Hootsuite and Canva and created and scheduled every single piece of content that I needed to go out while I was away. Campaign posts, evergreen content, approved graphics, links, captions, the works. I even had backup assets stashed in the cloud because when you're halfway up the mountain in Kyoto, you do not want to be hunting for a PNG file. And yes, I used a checklist. One client, one platform, one time zone at a time. It's so easy to forget a LinkedIn post or a story series when you're mentally packing 3 pairs of shoes and wondering how many toiletries you can squeeze into your carry-on. Now let's talk about what I actually did while I was away. I gave myself up to an hour a day. That's it. I'd open up Hootsuite, skim the feeds, respond to comments, answer my emails, and then put the phone away. A couple of times I did this while I was waiting for a train, sipping a cup of matcha. Every few days, I'd do a deeper check, an additional 30 minutes to make sure everything looked good, that the posts were published properly, and to spot any surprise shares or tags that I need to know about. And here's a tip, I set a timer. That way I didn't fall into a doom scroll trap of accidentally losing an hour replying to every emoji comment on a boosted post. Another thing I did was I delegated one big thing, email management. Because of the time zone difference, there was 13 hours time zone difference, I had a trusted assistant triage my inbox every single day. She didn't answer anything. She just sorted out the urgent from the noise. So every morning I woke up with a tidy summary. Here's what needs your attention. Here's what can wait. And here's what you can ignore. If you don't have someone you trust to help you with this, I guess you could set up rules with autoresponders and that kind of thing, or maybe ask a colleague to keep an eye out for truly critical things. But either way, you need to protect your time and your headspace. Now, were there a couple of tasks that I had to do in real time? You betcha. Yep. I had to write an ad plan. I had to create a campaign report. But because everything else was well sorted and humming along, I had the clarity and the Wi-Fi to knock them out fast. I didn't lose a whole day. I carved out an hour on each project and I got it done. And then I moved on to my next adventure. That's the key. Be honest about what can't be done in advance and plan your trip around it. Don't kid yourself that you'll just pop online for 20 minutes if the reality is it's going to take half a day and all your brain power to do a project. Another critical piece was managing client expectations. Before I left, I sent each client a note that said, here's what's scheduled, here's what to expect, here's how to reach me if you need me and it's urgent. I also introduced them to my assistant and asked them to copy her on everything while away. That way, even if I missed a notification or got caught in a travel day. I reassured everyone that I'd be checking in briefly each day, but also that I'd be mostly offline enjoying my time away. And guess what? They were fine. No one panicked. There was no micromanaging. In fact, a few said that they wished they could take a vacation like that. So was this a 100% unplugged vacation? No, it wasn't. But it was close. It was the closest thing I've had in many years. And more importantly, it felt like a real break. I stayed present, I soaked up the experience, and then I came home without a mountain of work waiting to crush me. So if you're a solo marketing or PR pro or working with a tiny team, take this as your permission slip. Rest is part of the job. You can't pour your energy and creativity into your clients if you're constantly running on empty. Plan it, schedule it, delegate it, and most of all, trust yourself. You know you've got this. That's it for today's show. I'm Sherrilynne Starkie, and this is Stark Raving Social.
Thanks for tuning in. If you got value from today's show, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode, and please leave a rating or review, which helps others find the show. And if you know a fellow comms pro who could use these insights, share the podcast and help them stay ahead in a world that won't stop changing. Until next time, keep learning, keep adapting, and keep making an impact.